EposVox here, back with another Nifty Under 50 for you guys. I know it's been a while, things have been crazy busy, but I've got a couple cool episodes coming your way. Today, we're looking at some neat gaming accessories that all cost less than $50. For those of you who are like me and loved the PlayStation 2 and its incredible library of games, listen up, I've got a couple cool things for you here. First up is a PS2 to HDMI converter adapter. This thing plugs right into the back of the PS2 and gives you a much cleaner, upscaled HDMI output, along with a 3.5mm audio output for the console. This is great and perfect for those YouTubers among you who want to record the PS2 with a modern capture card. The only downside is that this adapter does need USB power, and the cable for it doesn't always work the best. Swap the cable with a better one and you're good to go. The direction of the USB jack does also prevent you from standing your console vertically, but that's not the safest idea for it anyway. The video signal is vibrant, lagless, and sharp. If you don't like this solution, there's also a component to HDMI converter box from Porta for about the same price, but this requires you to use the actual component cables for the PS2, which most people won't even have by default, and thus adds more potential points of signal loss, degradation, or failure, and it requires wall power. I've been using this for a long time though, and it works great, but with cheap, low-quality component cables, you may run into some issues. Along with that, if you want to be able to play your games from further away without the tingly extension cords, you can grab a wireless PS2 controller from Dudine. Yeah, what a name. For just $13, way cheaper than when the PlayStation 2 was in its heyday. Plug in the receiver into your controller port, throw some batteries in your controller, turn it on, and you're good to go. You can also hook two of these up at the same time without interference. With all that gaming, you're gonna need some batteries. The kit I always recommend is from EBL. They've got 1100 mAh AAAs and 2800 mAh AAs with a smart fast charger that gets them charged up quick. I've used a lot of rechargeable batteries in my time, and I recommend these the most. These last couple things are for those of you on current gen consoles. Next we have a PS4 cooling stand and charge dock from ToneTech. Unlike the original Xbox One, the PS4 can actually work while stood on its side, like previous generation PlayStations. They just don't give you the stand to do so. This bad boy does it all. It stands your PS4 up on its side nice and secure, has cooling fans to keep it cool, the PS4 gets hot. It also has a 4-port USB hub on the front of the stand for plugging in accessories, a 4-in-1 charging station for up to 4 controllers at once, though it's worth noting that some users have reported having troubles keeping their controllers in the right position to stay charging with all 4 loaded up. I don't actually have 4 controllers to test all 4 at once, just 2. Either way, for a mere $23, it's definitely worth the order, and if the charging portion fails, you still have the USB hub to charge with, and that works fine. Now, I know most of you probably know about this last thing, but I avoided paying for it for so long. The Xbox One headset adapter for the controller turned out to be absolutely necessary for me to play with Party Chat at all. Not everyone seems to have this issue, and I've had more than my fair share of problems and bad luck with the Xbox One, but no matter what headset I plug into my Xbox One controller, the volume is too low. I have it maxed out in the settings, and I just can't hear Party Chat over game sounds, and I can barely hear either in the first place. With this adapter, I hear both audio channels very well and can control volume without leaving my game. I can mute my mic, and so on. I hate that I needed to buy this in the first place because this works just fine on PS4 without an adapter, but it turned out to be very handy. That's it for this episode of Nifty Under 50. I do hope you guys enjoyed. This was a bit of a longer episode. Hopefully it makes up for the wait. If you did enjoy, smash that like button, get subscribed for more tech videos, and I will catch you in the next one. I also want to take a moment to give a huge thanks and shout out to our recent Patreon subscribers. Without you guys, these videos would not be possible, and I thoroughly appreciate your help. Visit patreon.com/EposVox to learn more.